Today we're out here on the famous Sam Rayburn Reservoir. I'm very excited today. The reason I'm excited is we have a new rod that we got from FishStix. It's called the Stump. And let me tell you something, I fished with this rod yesterday, and the first time I hooked a fish on it, I jerked it completely out of the water. I had to tame myself down. But I have never in my life pitched with a rod like this. Today you're gonna get to see that firsthand out on the lake. We're gonna do some fishing in some buckbrush. We're gonna fish in some grass, and we're gonna really work this rod so that you get a chance to see what it can do. This rod's a 6'9", heavy, and it might even be a little bit heavier than heavy.
We're also gonna be using what they call a kitchen sink. I guess he calls it the kitchen sink because it catches everything in the kitchen sink. I mean, you can trout fish with it. It's a little more sensitive ends. We're gonna be throwing a fluke with it, and they're saying the same thing. This fluke yesterday, I was out and I throw it and I let it sink, and I feel a very little tap on it, and you set the hook. If you don't set the hook, when he taps it, he's gonna let it go. And this rod is super sensitive. We're gonna be using that too. So I'm with Kryptonite Guide Service out of Galveston. We do a lot of guiding on the east and west bays in Galveston. We're here on a post front. Water's cooled down. The bass has gotten where they're closed mouth. They don't want to bite. But I'm telling you, they're a little finicky with their bites. But you can feel every little stump, every little twig you pull it over, they're barely tapping it. And when they tap it, we're setting the hook, and we're actually done pulled a couple completely out of water. Robbie, my partner, pulled it out and hit the boat. These things are incredible. They've got a fantastic backbone. Good for pitching up and then getting them big bass out of the stumps. A lot of fun with these rods. We used them all day. These last 2 days, never got tired. They're light, and I think they look good. And they're called the Stump.
We're at a place called Caney. Then we're gonna go to a little place that we call Jurassic Park Point, and we're gonna try the back side of that. Then we're gonna work down and get on some nice buckbrush up around another point on the other side of the lake. I think we're fishing the post spawn. I think the spawn went on about a month ago, but the weather is cold out here. It's overcast. I'm hoping the sun comes out a little bit because I'd like to get a good rattle trap bite, especially on these spawning flats. But we're gonna be working the fish that have already spawned, and they're working their way back out to the lake. Can't wait for y'all to see the rods that we're gonna show you today.
And if you ever want to get a hold of me and come fish with me and Robbie, we both guide on this lake here, and I guide back home. I'm at Kryptonite Guide Service. Look me up and let's come on. There's Hunter's with us today, Mike with us, the camera guy's with us. We're gonna go out and have some fun. It's a little chilly, y'all bear with us, but we're gonna get some fish. They're gonna be a little tight mouthed, but we're gonna get y'all some fish on video. Y'all come with us, come on.
Good fish, David.
FishStix, baby. Here they are.
Here it is. Here it is, right here. Oh, David. Oh, look at that. Right here. Right here. The Stump by FishStix. Do you see how solid that was when I stuck that fish? Nothing but backbone. What a rod. Look at here. FishStix does it again. Massive. That's a good fish. Yes, sir. Let me tell you what we're doing here, guys. As we talked about this morning, we're pitching around these trees and we're using this new flipping rod called the Stump by FishStix. And we had worked on it yesterday, flipping around, and it was amazing. Well, I just caught that big fish flipping and pitching around these trees. They've gotten in the shallow water in here, and we've gotten all the way in the back of this cove, and we're starting to find some good females. And we're just pitching and flipping.
This is what we've been using, guys. They've been a little sketchy today, but thanks to this rod, I'm telling you, we're filling every little bump, and it's been a heck of a day. We got a few fish, and we're staying at it though. Man, it's got a cloudy day. It's very, very high pressure from a north wind that I had no idea that we were going to have today. But I'm telling you, these things are super, super sensitive. We've been solid with them, and we're just going to stay at it, you know. And oh, hang on.
Oh, yeah.
So you got it. Don't jump, don't jump. There it is, another one, baby. See, we're gonna stay at it, man. I'm telling you, we ain't gonna give up. We've had a long day, but we're catching some fish time and time again, buddy. There they are. Y'all come fish with us. This is fun. Get you one of these poles. Right there, baby. It's called a Stump.
Bushes. Now, what I want to tell you today about these rods, the one thing that I've learned by fishing with these rods is how sensitive they are. Every little tick that you feel, it's incredible. I mean, it almost vibrates in your fingers. You can feel it. And as soon as you do, you can set the hook because they're there.